Okay, everybody. So I got the Volvo started. It has over 500,000 kilometers on it, and it just doesn't want to stay running anymore. And I'm very sure it's the electronic throttle module system. So what I'm going to do to test this, well, I already know it doesn't idle almost at all. It sits at like 400 RPMs. So I'm going to try and sit on the gas here. And we're going to try and get it into the garage here a little bit, so I can show you guys how to do the electronic throttle module cleaning. So I'm going to go and get it in here. Now she's going to start sputtering. Yeah. Now this is basically what your ETM looks like when it needs to be cleaned or if it's failing. I'll let you hear the exhaust here. Somehow it's actually idling right now, but listen to the exhaust. Ugh, damn. But if I get on, I'll show you what it looks like inside. So idles like shit. But if I hit the gas, look at that, I let off the gas, it takes forever to come back down. Let off the gas. Wow, it's actually idling today. But you can hear it, she's misfiring pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to shut her off here and I'm going to show you guys how to do the ETM today. I'm going to actually close the window because it's starting to snow here in Canada. Oh no. Oh, no, it's good. I forgot about that issue it had. It also has an issue with the stupid sensors. If you put your hand in the window when it's closing, it'll open. I forgot it had that. So, okay. Well, here it is. This is the original ETM. So, here's your electronic throttle module. This is a 2.3 non-turbo, okay? So basically, if you have a turbo, like a 2.4 or 2.5, it's going to be under here, underneath the manifold. That's why I got the non-turbo, because they're easier to work on. So basically, we're going to take this off. This is the ETM. Now, in order to get to the ETM, to get into the throttle here, to clean it, you got to take off this screw and this screw, okay? Now, I'm going to get a flathead for that. Oh, it's so cold in Canada today. I'll show you guys. You take off this clip here. And that's simply a pop-off one. Now, I'm just going to use two hands here to do this very delicately, because this clip is extremely old. And it probably will break. There we go. So all I did is I took this and I slid it off. Okay, so now you're going to get your flathead, or your 7mm, whatever you prefer, and you're just going to twist this off. I should really put a cold air intake in this thing. But you can always count on your Volvos to run, I'll give it that. The thing just won't die. Then you're going to take your flathead down here, same thing. Holy crap, that one's seized on. I'm going to use two hands for this for a second, because it is severely seized on. Alright. Okay, so I'm doing this. Now, this clip here has over 500,000 kilometers on it, so that's probably why it's not being very nice. And now you're simply just going to wiggle this off. Probably going to have to loosen it a little bit more so it can get over this little ridge here. Now this is the original ETM, so it's going to be severely dirty. I'm very, very sure of this. Now I'm starting to wonder if this car may need a coil pack too, because it's running kind of turdy. Yeah, so I'm going to, all I'm going to do is I'm going to wheel this off with 2 hands. Let me see if I can get my little fancy stand here, just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, right? Because I want you guys to see everything, right? Yep. Woo! That thing went shooting far, man. You see how far that thing shot? But it came off. It did come off. Okay, so I'll put this here. Now we just got to take off this bottom one, and it simply slides off. Now, as you can see, holy crap, it is dirty in there. I'm going to get a flashlight on this just so you guys can see it, how dirty it is. But man, I knew this was going to be dirty. I didn't expect this, though. There's the flashlight. Look at that. And I can see just at the bottom there, it is all gummed up. So we're going to take out this 10 mil, this 10 mil, this 10 mil, and this 10 mil. And it's a long bolt, and it's going to slide right out. But what I'm going to do is, before I take it completely out, I believe behind here there is a wiring harness, because you don't want to break these cables. If you break these cables, your ETM is going to be very expensive to replace. So be very, very gentle with them. I'm simply going to take out the 10 mils because I don't care. I have the money to afford another part. But I'm going to do it very, very gently. I'm just going to show you guys how gentle you have to do this. Okay, so I'm going to get my 10 mil over here. Look, I finally cleaned out the garage, guys. Kinda. Okay, so I'm going to get my 10 mil, and I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this with the camera here. But I'm going to basically just torque on it a little bit. And I'm just doing it very gently, right? Doing it very gently because I don't have bolts to replace these bolts. Because as I've seen on YouTube and Google, they are very long bolts. Yep. There's one, and there's 4 of these bolts. Okay, so now we're going to get to the back one here. Same thing. Very gentle. Right? Because you don't want to replace parts you don't have to, right? No one likes spending money. Right? Like, I like spending money, but that's just buying cars. But yeah, I paid like $600 to get this car back. And I love Volvos, you know? They've been so reliable. It saved my life twice now. So yeah, it's nice to have it back. But I am going to have to do coil packs, I believe, because it's running pretty bad. Okay. And now you have the one back there, so I'm just trying to find it. Okay, there we go. That one was a little bit tighter, but just don't get on it so much that you end up breaking it, because, again, I don't even know how much screws aren't usually a lot of money, but when it comes to European cars and their ETM bolts, God knows what story they'll come up to say, hey, they're expensive and you have to replace them. That's just my opinion, though. Sorry about the runny nose. It is so cold and it's all snowy and everything in Canada. I just got my hot water turned back on because a pipe burst in our building, my condo now. So now I'm going to throw my extension back on here. And I'm going to take off this last one right here. Alright, that one was really tight. Now, very, very important. When you take this last bolt out, this is probably, you see how it's going to wiggle here? Make sure it does not drop down there. Make sure it does not fall anywhere, because if you rip one of those cables, it's going to be a bitch to fix. And probably very expensive if you end up rattling and wrecking the ETM. So, this last bolt is holding it on, so get your bottom fingers and kind of hold the ETM settled, if that's the right word. Now, I want to be very, very careful with this last bolt, because I don't know what's behind here. I know there's a gasket right here. Make sure that gasket doesn't fall on something hot either. I didn't even check if it has coolant. Does it have coolant? I'm gonna check if it has coolant. I never even checked that. Oh, it has coolant. Okay. They used the wrong coolant though. Okay. Alright. So let's continue taking out this last bolt. I'm sorry I got sidetracked. I just haven't paid much attention to this car. Okay, so we got all our bolts out. So now we're gonna very gently slide it off. And my god, holy crap, look how dirty that is. Oh my god. So now we have the ETM successfully off the car. I'm gonna just look down here for all these little prongs. Now, I'm lazy. I'm gonna clean this on the car because I don't want to undo any cables because these cables on this car are so brittle and old that they might break. So I'm gonna clean this in the car, right? So without further ado, I'm gonna get this done. And then you just basically spray your carb cleaner or throttle body cleaner in here, and you do it on that side and get a wire brush and start cleaning it. So I hope this video helped you guys out on how to get out your ETM, and I'm gonna get cleaning. See you guys later.